Hello, First Vice Presidents. My name is Shelby Quinlan from Region 6, and I am your Kentucky FCCLA First Vice President for the 2020-2021 school year. First off, I want to thank you for joining me for this training session. Today, we will be talking about not only the duties and responsibilities of the First Vice President, but also what it means to be a leader for your own region. Before we begin, I want to congratulate all of you on becoming regional officers. I'm so proud of everything that you have accomplished, especially during these unpredictable times. All of your hard work has paid off, and we have the rest of the school year to make memories and achieve amazing things. First, I would like to start by reading the personal letter that has been provided for you by me. Dear Regional First Vice Presidents, my name is Shelby Quinlan, and I will be serving as your Kentucky FCCLA First Vice President for the 2020-2021 school year. I'm from Oldham County, and I go to South Oldham High School. I'm a senior this year, so sadly, this is my last year in FCCLA, but I am beyond excited to get to know all of you and serve all of the amazing members. Even in these unpredictable times, we still have amazing members and achieve so much. Thank you all for your hard work and commitment to this organization. I know that this amazing team of First Vice Presidents will bring so much back to their regions. If you need anything during these hard times, do not be afraid to reach out to me. Questions, comments, or concerns are always appreciated, and I will promise to respond in a timely manner. I have also given my phone number and email address so that you can easily reach out to me for any questions or concerns, or even just to get to know each other a little better. I want to emphasize that I will always be available, and don't be afraid to reach out to me. I'm here as a resource for you and your region, so make sure to communicate if you need anything. Now, for this session, you may want to get a piece of paper and a pencil or any other device in order to take notes. You can refer back to these resources at any time, but it may be helpful because I might say something that isn't in the handbook or in any other resource provided. Our first order of business is going to be to go over the First Vice President Handbook, which is available to you to look back on when needed. Included is the opening and closing ceremony, along with basic FCCLA information. If you're planning on running for a state office, this is the perfect resource for you. First up is the characteristics of a great FCCLA officer. As a regional officer, you're going to be held to a higher standard, and you're a role model for every member for your region. These members are counting on you to lead them and to plan great activities. Couple of these characteristics include being able to meet and talk to new people, having good manners in every setting, and to make sure that you complete things on time and in an orderly fashion. Make sure to always have fun and to make things exciting. Being a good leader can be hard at times, but remember the reason why you started and make sure to be the person that lights up the room when you walk in. Now we will talk about the basic duties of the first vice president. Your job as the first vice president is very important. You need to make sure that you take accurate and detailed notes of the proceedings of the meetings. These notes can be messy, but make sure that you write details because you will have to go back and retype all of your notes. Provided for you is the official template for how these minutes should look. If you follow the format, you will get all of the information and it will be beneficial to go back and see the meeting in an organized manner. Another duty is to take over the duties of the president in his or her absence. This means that it'll be your duty to direct the meetings and to make sure that all business is attended to. You may also need to write thank you notes to organizations or businesses that help your region throughout the year. This will be very important, seeing as how many people are trying their best to help one another and taking their valuable time in order to help your region. Included in your resources is a business letter template that you should follow in order to be professional. Business letters can have many different purposes, so make sure to make the letter clear and concise. From thank you notes to asking a business for donations, make the letter short and to the point while also being clear as to the nature of the letter. Also, make sure to reply to the organization that you are writing in a very timely manner. Again, if you have any questions or concerns about this presentation or any of the resources that have been provided to you, make sure to reach out to me and I will get back to you very quickly. I will be happy to talk to you and help you and your region. Now, I am skipping things that have been provided to you in the resources during this session in order to not keep you guys here for so long. So make sure to check the officer handbook and all resources provided for you so that you can read up on things that I may have skipped. Like I skipped some qualities of a good officer, and also you can look back on the many different templates like the minutes and the business letters that I have already addressed. In today's world, the next part is very important. Social media is a very fun and useful tool, but as an FCCLA officer, it's important to make sure that you monitor your social media posts. No matter the platform, anyone can easily find your account and see what you're posting. When applying for a job position, they monitor and comb through your social media, and the same thing goes for FCCLA. Members are looking up to you, so make sure to watch what you're posting and ask yourself if you should be sending this out for everyone to see. As state officers, we are reminded to ask ourselves, would I want my grandma to see this? And I believe that everyone should have that mentality when thinking about posting something. If you would be mortified that your grandma saw your post, then it probably isn't something you should be sharing with everyone else in the world. Especially when promoting FCCLA on your personal accounts, make sure that the organization is represented well and that members will have a good, accurate impression of you and your officer team. Also, as first vice presidents, it is very important that you read up on parliamentary procedure. When writing minutes, it will more than likely need to be addressed in detail. So make sure that you know the proper terminology and understand what you need to write in order to show the proper procedure, like motioned and second, and the different ways in which your officer team can conduct motions and voting. And understand what you need to write in order to show that you know the proper procedure and in order for the minutes and the history to be accurate. Now moving on how to conduct meetings. Some people may be allowed to have in-person meetings and others aren't, but these are good reminders for everyone who will be having FCCLA meetings this year. Make sure to start the meeting on time and to do all the things you had planned out for the meeting. It's important to stay on time and to stay organized. When getting off topic, it can cause confusion and waste precious time. Also, make sure to always come with a positive attitude. When in person or online, it can be quite boring just listening to someone with no energy and talking in a monotone voice. Always smile and make sure that your tone of voice is upbeat. Your members want to have fun, and they're looking up to you to make sure that the energy is fun and exciting. Also, when conducting meetings, it is often a good idea to introduce games or encourage them to get up and do things. People often get bored when having to sit and listen to someone ramble on, but introducing fun things like different games can break up the long talks. To sum it up, make sure that your meetings get tasks accomplished, but make things fun and exciting for your members. Lastly, we are going to talk about the program of work. The program of work is a great tool to help you plan your year in FCCLA. It allows you and your officer team to set goals and organize steps in order to achieve those goals. This year, the Kentucky State Officer Team has decided on the following goals. 1. All regions will maintain an active social media account by posting at least once a month, beginning September 1st, 2020, i.e. chapter highlights, star events, member spotlights, etc. Number 2. 75 chapters participate in the statewide virtual membership week to increase membership. This should be recorded through Google Forms on the Kentucky FCCLA website. 3. 90 chapters complete random acts of kindness to promote the Ray of Sunshine Foundation and increase mental health awareness. And 4. Increase the number of chapter honor roll submissions so that 50% receive a gold status. Your region can change these goals in order to better fit your region, or even better, create new goals for your own region. For example, your goals can center around fundraising, membership drives, social events, and a plan for star events. Goals help move your region forward and achieve great things. The program of work has a box for each month where your officer team can decide deadlines and devise a plan. In order to accomplish all your goals, it's important that the program of work is completed as soon as possible in order to assure that everything can be completed. Once you and your officer team have made a program of work, you will turn it in to me by emailing it to me. This should be turned in before November 27th. This is so that as state officers, we can keep track of your regional goals and the progress that you are making. For example, programs of works are completed by chapters, and those chapters will send it to their regional officers. So, as regional officers, your program of work will be submitted to the state officers. Now, even though that these are due on November 27th, do not hesitate to send it to me beforehand. The sooner that you send it to me, the better and more likely your goals are going to be achieved this school year. Copies of the program of work can be found in the Officer Handbook and in your First Vice President Handbook. I hope that your region has an amazing year. And again, if your chapter or region needs any assistance, please reach out to me or any of the other Kentucky FCCLA state officers. My email and contact information can be found in the personal letter. Thank you for joining me for this training session, and I hope to see your leadership abilities and region shine this Kentucky FCCLA school year.